This is Van Boulevard Reed, producer of On Time Cooking. Today I'm with Maestro John Dixon. How are you?
I'm doing fine.
And with Bernadette Brown, our commentator as well.
Hey, good evening.
Hey, and Diego Barragán, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien, ¿y usted?
Very good. And Hailey Snell as our host today. How are you, Hailey?
I'm great. How are you?
Very good. Hailey, who is this guy?
So tonight I'm so excited because we have our first guest at On Time Cooking, guest chef I should say, and we have Bobby Biddle with us. So everybody welcome him.
Bobby.
Thank you, glad to be here.
We're glad to have you, and make sure tonight too, if you're watching, that you comment and you don't forget to rate what he's doing and rate my hosting abilities.
And well, Bobby's here because he wanted to challenge us to earn this 500 certificate. So he's in the process of casting into our competition program. So what you guys cooking tonight?
Yeah, what are we cooking?
We're going to do a pan-seared haddock over Soba Noodles and a light coconut cream broth.
Okay.
And then for dessert, we're going to do Asian fried bananas.
Sounds delicious. Well, do you think you can make it in 30 minutes?
Yeah.
All right,
I think so.
Yeah, I think we should get started.
All right. First, we're going to always make sure your pans are nice and hot, ready to go. Then we're
Okay.
just going to start cutting up our vegetables.
Okay.
Start with some garlic. Cut off the core there.
Do you have any tips with cutting garlic? Because I always use like a garlic mincer.
Well, yeah, but a lot of it gets stuck in there and you're
Yeah.
wasting a lot of product. Usually what I'll do is ahead of time you can peel down your garlic, put it in a food processor with a little oil,
Okay.
puree that up, and then you have it ready to go in the
Perfect.
fridge at all times. But if you're just doing it quick, a little smash always works good. Smash it down.
See, this is what I have to learn because I'm not like technically trained. I'm like always like so amused by people's knife skills.
You gotta be careful over there, though.
I know. Like I'm trying to pick up as much as I can.
Well, a sharp knife is always a good thing. You want to make sure your knives are very sharp. Especially if you get cut. It's better to get cut with a...
Sharp knife?
Yes. And a good tip too is when you're cutting away your vegetables, no, actually we're going to save this.
Oh, okay.
Keep them hot to the side, throw all your tops, everything in there. You can make your own stock out of it.
Oh,
That is
nice.
actually a very. I do that with like onions.
I do too.
Yep.
Great
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
Great tip.
And then we're just doing a julienne cut of orange peppers here. Julienne is just an 8 by an 8 by 1 inch to 2 inch long.
Okay.
While you're doing that, Bobby, let me I just ask you a little question here. Were you always interested in cooking?
No, actually, I never cooked until I was 15. Couldn't cook an egg, but needed a job, wanted money, so I started doing it, and just kind of stuck. Had a passion for it. My first cooking job was in a stadium kitchen restaurant, local here on Curlew 19.
Yes.
And just being out there in front of the people and everything, it was real fun.
That's so interesting to know that you started that late. That's so cool.
Definitely.
Maybe there's hope for me yet.
There's hope for you, Diego. Oh, by the way, it's Diego's birthday today, so wish him a happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Thank you.
Yes. I have to do that.
Any big plans for tonight?
Very
Or?
special.
Oh no, we already celebrated earlier today with my family and all that, so.
What'd you eat? That's
What
the
the-
most important thing.
Yes.
Well, I went with pizza because I love pizza. And
Good
cake.
New York pizza or just Domino's?
Domino's.
Domino's?
Wait, I have a real question for the real chef. Does pineapple belong on pizza?
That's a good question.
On a Hawaiian pizza.
There you go. Good answer.
In my book, no. In my sister's book, yes.
I love pineapple on pizza. I always ask people like that question. I was like, do you think pineapple belongs on pizza?
It's very controversial, actually.
It is kind of,
People
isn't
are
it?
very
Yeah,
divided
it
about
is.
it.
It is.
Yeah. And we're just going to add a little sesame oil to our pan. It gets a little expensive. So
Whoa.
what you can do is also just cut it with a little bit of olive oil. It's a little cheaper, and then it also takes some of the strong flavor of the sesame oil away so it doesn't overpower the rest of the dish.
Now, do you typically only use sesame oil when you're working with more like Asian-inspired flavors, or do you use it in like a lot of your other dishes?
I usually stick with it for Asian.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of brings out that flavor more.
Yeah, you get that nice toasted flavor.
Okay. And one thing I was asking him before we started shooting is I saw that you dropped some flour in the hot oil. I've never seen anybody do that before. Can you kind of like explain like?
Yeah, that's just testing your temperature. You know, if you have an automatic fryer, that'll tell you when it's gonna be hot.
Right.
You know, it's great. But if you don't, what you do is just throw a little bit of flour in. If it kind of just sits and falls, you're not ready. But if it, you know, kind of bubbles up at the top there, you know you're ready to go.
All right. That's a good trick I just learned.
Yeah. Oh, look out next time.
I know,
Mary?
right? I'm like trying to pick up as much as I can.
Look out. Pick it up. That's right.
After we get our garlic going for about 30 seconds, then you're going to want to go with your peppers first, because they're going to take a little more time to cook than your onions.
Right. And you don't want to let your garlic go too long, right? Because you don't want to burn it.
No, you don't want to burn it. And that's why we'll always deglaze too. We have our fish stock for deglazing purposes, which is going to draw. You want to brown the garlic a little bit, but then when you deglaze it, it draws that up off the bottom of the pan, adds for real good flavor.
It smells so good already.
Yeah, a little trick with that in restaurants, what we'll do is we'll actually take garlic and saute it off and walk around the restaurant with it. Just so that people walk in and
So you get
smell
that
it.
nice smell.
Learning a lot today.
I know. I'm like, I wish I had notebook right now so I could just take notes. It smells so good. So I noticed you picked haddock. Why did you pick haddock over a different type of fish?
Haddock is just a nice mild fish with a medium texture.
Okay.
You know, it's going to go very well with it. Red snapper would work great as well.
Okay.
You know, it gives a nice color with the skin.
I love seafood, so I'm so excited right now. Do we have any comments? Any viewers that are tuned
We
in?
do have some viewers. We have Mary from Rochester.
Hey, Mary.
Yay, she is visiting us, and she already asked, are we going to have a 5-night? And of course it's a 5-night.
Oh, what? Oh.
Of course it's a 5-night.
I need to learn some plating skills, so Mr. Vaughn can start giving me 5. Because I mean, my cooking tastes pretty good.
Oh, it's delicious. It's delicious. Absolutely delicious. So we already know what that's all about.
I just, would you consider yourself a good presenter, good at plating?
I think I'm pretty good.
Yeah?
I'll let you be the judge of that.
Okay.
See what Vaughn says about it.
We'll see. Yeah,
What it
he's
is.
the real person who can determine. Sometimes I'm like, my place looks so good, and then he comes out and it's like real disappointing.
Yeah, I think he kind of looks a little differently.
I think Vaughn's a
This
little
is all
bit
good.
kind of bougie.
Okay.
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
A little bit.
He's in the other room, so he can't.
Yes, he can. Yes, he could.
While we're waiting for that to brown a little bit, and then we can start working on our dessert.
Okay.
Get our banana cut up here.
Good.
Do you need help? Do you need assistance?
This is commentary great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. So, fried bananas. I make fried plantains a lot, so tostones, maduros, everything like that. What's different with bananas?
Well, your cook time is going to be a lot less.
Right.
It's a lot softer. So you just want real hot butter in the pan, and then just sear it real quick. Get a nice crust on the outside of it. Mix your sauce, your brown sugar, everything, and then pretty much shut it off at that point.
Because it's funny, because a lot of people who have never ate like Spanish food before have like fried plantains. They think it's like a fried banana.
Yes.
And it's so
It's
different.
not.
It's so different.
It's very different. Look at how
And it's very hard.
Wow. That's a chef.
Very hard to do quick desserts for Asian too.
Right.
Asian desserts are a lot of puddings, like lychee pudding, things that take a long time.
Right.
So you kind of have to fall back on something like a, quick fried banana.
Yeah. And that's kind of the
Sounds
something about
good.
this show is that, I mean, we only have 30 minutes, so I feel like it makes it very doable for the average person. The recipes
Absolutely.
that we feature on here
Absolutely.
aren't super complicated, so.
Right.
While we're going here, we can go ahead and throw our pasta in too.
So what
we're
kind of
going to use
pasta is
soba
this?
noodles. It's a soba noodle. Soba is the Japanese word for one buckwheat. It's made out of buckwheat or
Buckwheat, okay.
a buckwheat and wheat combination. But also it's the Japanese word for thin. So if you're on a budget, or if you can't find them in the store, if you're in a time crunch, everybody's got ramen noodles in their pantry, right?
I love ramen noodles.
This is a thin noodle. You can still serve it, and you're not lying when you call it a soba noodle.
Well, that is a really good trick. Makes it real easy too.
Yeah. See, now that we got that nice brown on our onions and everything
Yeah,
there,
it looks delicious.
we can go ahead and deglaze with our fish stock. We're gonna use just Bar Harbor canned
Okay.
fish stock. It's
So
real
now,
nice flavor.
is this gonna add like a real strong
No,
food flavor?
very mild.
Very mild.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid of it at home.
Yep. That's just something to broth up the sauce a little
Okay.
bit because soba noodles when hot are used a lot in like stews and soups.
Okay.
So when we do that, it's actually going to be a broth, kind of like a meal soup together.
Yum.
So Bobby, I'd like to ask you another question while you're doing that.
Okay.
So, I'd like to ask about like what your career is right now and where do you see it heading?
Right now, I've always worked in country clubs, but I'm taking just a little time off. I have my best friend that I went to college with. He's moving from New York to Florida, and we're opening a food truck very soon.
Nice.
It's going to be Baltimore Boys.
Baltimore
nice.
Boys, what a name.
Yeah, the main theme is going to be Baltimore pit beef,
Okay.
so we're going to focus it around that.
Wow, that ought to do really well down here.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Let me
what
know
did you
when
just add to the sauce?
That's Coco Lopez. It's
What's Coco Lopez?
It's a cream of coconut. It's kind of like coconut milk, but a lot thicker. It's used mostly
Coco
in
Lopez.
pina coladas because it's very thick. You can just add a little.
Tastes really good.
It's great, right?
Yeah.
And I love coconut. Like that's one of my favorite flavors.
Smells really good. Same here.
When I saw the ingredients for this, I was so excited.
And then the leeks are just pretty much going to be a garnish for us. You want to cut away all this top part.
Okay.
All you're looking for is this inner part right here.
Okay.
All it is pretty much, Japanese, Asian style onion.
Right. I feel like they have a different flavor to them though. Leeks do than the onion.
They do a little bit,
Yeah.
but they're still in the same family.
Right.
But all we're looking for here is a nice thin strip, and we're just going to flour up and then deep fry it and get nice and crispy and give it some nice height to our dish, presentation-wise.
Just so you know, you're at the almost the 20-minute mark
20
right
minutes,
here. So
okay.
you've been doing this for 10 minutes. And let you know
So
that.
for you, do you feel like cooking in 30 minutes is pretty easy? You can put together a pretty complicated dish because of your experience?
Yeah, I think the hardest part is actually trying to slow myself down at this point. You know?
Okay.
I wish I had that trouble.
Nice.
Should have been a 15-minute show tonight.
Yes.
That's pretty good.
So what is your favorite style? Like what would you say your style of cooking is?
French and Asian.
French and Asian.
Yeah.
Okay.
French is my roots, I'm classically French trained from culinary school.
Okay. Wow.
But Asian's like my new kick.
Okay.
Good tip too, always keep spoons handy. You gotta taste, see where you're at.
Absolutely right.
And we were kind of talking about that before that, I mean, it's so hard like when you're used to not cooking what a
Right.
recipe say when you cook
Right.
by tasting and adding ingredients and just being inspired. I think
Yeah.
that's the best way to cook.
I do. That's what my mom used to always taste as she went.
Exactly.
There were no measurements, so that's what she did. It was great.
It just smells so good in
It
here.
does smell good.
And the new thing
Oh, right,
now
okay.
I feel like is the ramen
You do so much
restaurants.
with them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can do it's such
So
like a hip
much.
thing and I feel like
Absolutely.
this dish is so on trend. So definitely something that you could serve at even a party and really impress people, I feel like.
Yeah.
Snapchat it.
So we're a little sweet with our sauce,
Okay.
but that's always fine. What we want to do is just add a little bit of soy sauce.
Oh,
That'll give
yeah.
us a nice saltiness, counterbalance a little bit.
What you looking for?
Lost my tongue.
Oh, it'll show up.
Is it in your pocket?
No.
Diego has it.
There's more.
Moonlight is a magician.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's all. I think Vaughn moved them there when we switched the cutting board.
Seems like something.
He's trying to throw a curveball at me.
I think so. You've already got him. This is That's it. You got them.
So I have another question for you.
Okay.
What are like staple ingredients that you always have in your kitchen that you would recommend for like any beginner or any chef out there to always have?
Garlic. is
Garlic?
key.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Garlic's my main. You need your aromatics. You need your your onion, your carrot,
herbs.
your celery. You know, that's going to be the base of all your sauces and everything. Other than that, fresh herbs. I hate to use dry herbs.
Yes.
Always fresh.
Yes.
But if you are
Very
cooking, a good tip is if you're stewing something or making a soup or anything like that, your dry herbs you're going to need to reconstitute.
Okay.
So you're going to use that for something like a stew, and then it'll come out, and the
Right.
flavor will come out.
Exactly.
Fresh herbs, if you're cooking quick, you need it. The dry herbs, the flavor won't come out right away, so you need to use a fresh herb at that point.
Yeah. So some good
Great
tips.
to know. I love
know.
fresh herbs. I can't live without fresh herbs.
Cilantro.
Well, no, that's for another birthday boy tonight.
Hey, Alan.
Happy birthday, Alan.
Now we just want to check our pasta. It's kind of starting to float at the top.
Yeah.
So-
It looks so good. I don't think I've ever actually had soba noodles. I've had like lots of ramen
I
noodles.
have.
Give them a try
I
there.
actually have.
Do you know how we test noodles in this kitchen?
Oh, no, don't do that.
Don't tell me you throw them against the wall.
Oh, we do. We do.
You've got about 2 more minutes before you know who's going to be walking in
Perfect.
here.
Now we're ready to go.
Look out.
We just want to drain these, and since this is a buckwheat, it's not that bad. You can pour a little water on it if you want, but especially when cooking normal pasta, you don't want to rinse water and spin it like everybody does, because all you're doing is washing the starch right off of it.
Right.
Then your sauce isn't going to adhere to your pasta.
All right.
Yeah.
So if you're at home, don't wash your pasta.
It's already clean
Hey.
enough.
It's clean enough.
We can go ahead and get our butter melted in the pan here for our bananas.
Yum. I'm so hungry. Like this looks so
And
good.
this is just so, since Bobby, this is his first visit here to our kitchen, probably in a little over than a minute, we're going to have a little visitor. Vaughn will
And he's real
be coming in,
hateful.
Okay.
and he's just going to check in on you and see where you're at halfway point. So,
Okay.
Oh.
Sounds good.
Yeah. In about a minute. Yeah.
And now's a good time too. If we have any viewers that are watching,
Yes.
if you want to ask him any professional advice or any tips or tricks.
Absolutely.
Also, if you want to maybe come on here and challenge us or be a part of this, let us know.
It's a big certificate. It's nice.
All right. So what are you doing now?
Now we're just going to take our leeks, flour them up a little bit, and this is just AP flour, all-purpose flour,
Okay.
with a little salt and pepper. You always want to season everything. And then I added in just a little bit of cornstarch.
Okay.
The cornstarch is going to give you a nice crispy sear on the outside.
Gotcha. Do you have any tricks for deep frying? Like, do you always use a specific kind of oil or?
No, it really depends on what you're cooking.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Normally you're just going to use a nice TDL because it's a cheap fry oil.
Right.
You know, it's inexpensive. But now at home, just canola oil or vegetable oil.
All right. Not olive oil.
No, you don't want to fry the oil. A little expensive.
I know
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I feel like
deep fryer.
I've never tried it before, but I feel like it would have like if you deep fried it in olive oil, it'd have like a different taste to it.
Yeah. All of it.
Olive-y. ¿Qué pasó?
Nada, ¿qué pasó contigo?
Nada.
How we doing there, Vaughn?
Very good, Bobby. Thank you for coming to the show.
Oh, yeah, I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, you're my special guest. So, what are you cooking tonight?
We're doing a pan-seared haddock over Soba Noodles with a light coconut cream broth. And then we're going to have some just quick, easy, simple Asian fried bananas for dessert.
Oh, wow. Are you frying this? What is that?
That's the leeks. That's just going to be a garnish for us.
Just a garnish.
Yeah, it just gives it a nice height to the plate.
I eat it anyway, man. Just make sure you put salt and pepper or
It's
your
still going to
balsamic
taste good,
glaze.
too.
Nice.
You love the balsamic glaze.
Very good.
Oh, it's very good.
He started putting it on
So-
everything.
Oh,
That's what Paula told me.
Do you make your own, or you just buy
have.
the
Ah,
pre-done?
tell him your secret, yes.
Anyways, yes, I have made my own, but for timing purposes, I did not. I just used store-bought. Guess who still loved it?
So Bobby, how did you come up with this recipe?
This recipe actually, when I was in culinary school back in 2001, we had a competition for the Coco Lopez. You had to come up with the best recipe using that as your ingredient. Unfortunately, I didn't win, but still had fun. It's a great dish, and I've been using it ever since.
Well, I got news for you. You're not gonna win in our competition, anyways. Just because I don't want to give away $500, man. So how
I don't
you
know,
gonna present
maybe if I'm
this?
challenging Haley, but I know I got you beat.
Right.
So how you gonna present this?
We're gonna do our noodles first, then we'll put our vegetables and our sauce right on top, fish on top, some leeks right on top of that, and then we'll do a little squiggle of Sriracha, give it a little heat, and we'll even make a nice little quick wasabi aioli.
Whoa,
Yeah.
that's a lot of things.
That sounds.
Hey, I saw the plan for the food truck. Man, it's
Okay.
massive.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Excellent.
Yeah, we're
So-
looking about
great.
6 months out from now.
Perfect. Excellent.
It's gonna be Baltimore Bobby. It's gonna be me and my best friend Pat Landers.
Yeah, pretty good. It's always good to have a partner, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, guys, we'll let you go.
All right.
Finish on time, otherwise we have to smash an egg on your face.
He like really wants to do that to me.
I know.
I
He
swear.
really does.
It's not
He's
gonna
like-
happen.
Low-key hateful.
All right, so we can start making our wasabi aioli.
Okay.
Or actually, you know what? Let's get our fish going real quick.
Okay. Now, how long are you gonna leave those leeks in the oil for?
Maybe about another minute. We
Okay.
just want to get a nice crisp on them. We just need a little oil in there. Make sure it's on high heat.
So
And
when
then
you're
while that's
cooking
heat-
fish, what kind of heat do you want to cook that at?
Well, when you're searing like this, because we're going to actually finish it in the oven.
Okay.
So we want high heat. We want to sear the outside, seal all the moisture in.
Okay, and just
So
get
it
it
keeps
nice
it
and
nice
kind of
and
crunchy
moist.
on the outside, or do you want to
Yep.
keep it?
Yeah, no, a nice little thin crust.
Alright.
That's going to seal everything inside.
Yum. Okay, so what are we doing for this aioli?
The aioli, we're actually going to cheat. It's not a true aioli. We use mayonnaise.
It's a 30-minute.
Well, we can
Yeah,
cheat
exactly.
with like balsamic
Show.
glaze. I mean,
Aioli.
we do that in here.
So the difference between an aioli and a mayonnaise is mayonnaise is more egg yolk, less oil. Aioli
Right.
is more oil,
Oil.
less egg yolk.
Right.
So you just take some mayonnaise. You can get prepared wasabi right at the store, already in the tube, and then just add a little more oil, and you're good to go.
I
Wow,
actually,
nice and easy.
I make one of my grandpa's recipes, and it's with the ahi tuna. It's like sesame crusted, and we do that as well for the dipping sauce, the
There's so
wasabi.
many like shortcuts that you can do for
Yeah.
great taste.
Exactly,
When
exactly.
you're in this time crunch, it's perfect.
And the reason we're doing this too is not only the flavors go well together, but it actually gives you a nice, good avocado color. So for your color contrast for your
They
plating.
look nice for plating. Well, we are a little over 10 minutes here, so
Alright.
you're doing really good.
10 minutes left.
Yep.
Yes.
Are you feeling the pressure?
Yeah, a little bit.
He's
Do you
stirring
want me to do
strong.
that?
Here, if you want to do that, we're looking for a like a nice avocado color.
Fine.
And then we just want to season our fish.
Probably need a little bit more wasabi, yeah?
Yep, yep. Like I said, just a nice avocado color.
I like that little peppermint.
I know, that's so cute. So you're just seasoning it, just salt and pepper?
Just salt and pepper, yep. We've got enough flavor in the sauce that we don't need anything else.
I'm just adding this in little by little because I know wasabi has a very strong, powerful flavor.
And isn't wasabi like pretty hot?
Yep, wasabi. Have you ever had like this? It's like wasabi coated peas.
No.
They're so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
They're strong.
I can't do this. It's not for the faint of heart. Isn't that what you
It
mean?
smells so good in here.
Very good.
Once that fish is up there.
We are a little over 8 minutes left. To our show
And then we
here.
just want to take our leeks, drain them a little bit, soak up some of that extra grease.
How's that look? You want more in there? Is that the color you were hoping for?
Just a little more.
Just a little bit more. Okay.
And for our bananas, we just want a little brown sugar to give us a little sweetness.
And just right in the pan with some butter.
Yep.
And what heat are you cooking those on?
Started off a little higher, like on a medium high,
Okay.
and then turn it down to low so you don't burn the sugar too much. And then the reason for this dish too is we're going to use some Coco Lopez. We want to, always cross-utilize and
Definitely.
use the same ingredients in the dish.
Inside some bananas.
Oh, yeah, just the bananas.
I had to pick apart.
Birthday bananas, right? It smells absolutely delicious in here. So where are you going to, Bobby? Where are you going to base your food truck out of? Do you?
That's one thing we haven't decided on yet. It's either going to be based out of Tampa or Naples.
Oh,
So,
there's a difference.
Yeah, not sure yet.
Okay.
Tampa has the big food truck, the Mayor's Food Truck Festival.
They
every
do.
month, So
Yes, they do. So that'll be a good way to get started, right? Lots of competition.
stop by our office.
Yeah, exactly, right?
These look
Start getting
so
our,
good.
Pasta ready for plating here.
Okay. Make room for you.
We are
Nice
little over 6 minutes right now.
So what would you say your signature dish is? If you had to pick like one dish.
Apricot glazed stuffed Cornish game hen.
Oh, that sounds good. That
Fancy.
sounds so good. That sounds
Then we want a
good.
little of our vegetables. A little sauce.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? Wow.
I don't think Vaughn can say anything about the plating this
I
time.
know.
It's amazing.
You never know.
No, that's exactly
He's
true.
got a critical eye.
And since our fish is going right in the middle, we can start our design on the outside. All we can do is take, for our wasabi aioli, just take and put that right in there, but we need to get a tip first.
Okay.
And on pastry tip, or for you at home that don't have these, you can always use just a plastic squeeze down the
Okay.
bottom, put it in there. Throw that right
Put that
there,
right.
up inside.
Ooh,
And
learning
then down
something
through
new.
it.
Okay, and just put the wasabi in there?
Yep, then you can put it right in, and then we can just give a little squiggle. The good thing about plating is just do whatever you feel. Change it up every time, you don't get
Sometimes I
stagnant.
try to do that and someone doesn't like it very much. But it's fine.
Yeah, we don't have to say.
I see where I have room for growth.
Everyone does.
Yep.
Be hard on yourself.
Here's the good thing about our dessert. Once we're ready to go there, we're just right on the
Oh
plate.
my gosh,
Doesn't that look fabulous?
it looks amazing. It
We've got
smells
5
even better.
minutes here. Oh
And
my
you can
gosh,
always
it is
just
so good.
throw a little whipped cream on the side if you have it or something, you know.
Oh, you know what?
We do.
It's your lucky day.
I think we do.
We'll let you do that. Throw a little whipped cream in there.
Okay, you want me to do it like in the design?
And just, yeah, however you feel.
Alright.
And then we're gonna just keep with the Asian theme for a little color, a little black
Okay.
sesame seeds.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
It's so good.
I think it'll be
And
a
always
5
try and
star now.
clean up your
Oh,
edges.
we've got a
Yeah,
5
yeah,
already.
I can do that
So
right
we've
there.
got 2 5s.
2 5s?
We've got 2 5s already. Yes, we do. You don't even need your thing for that.
Getting good at doing it in my head.
Yeah, I think you can.
This reminds me of Bananas Foster.
It's very similar, yeah. And then we'll just do a little squiggle. Like I said, something different every time.
It looks wonderful. It really does. Wow. Super.
We'll take our haddock.
Oh my
On top.
gosh. And I got this in here for you.
Fabulous. That's it.
And we'll just get a little
Perfect.
fried leeks for color.
Wow.
And the wasabi aioli actually kind of matches the color of these
Yeah,
leeks
Yes,
here.
it does.
Very visually appealing. Same thing, just a little squiggle. Don't worry about making a mess.
Perfect.
And there you go.
Oh my gosh! And you
This
As easy
looks-
as
you
that.
have 3 minutes here, so sing a
Oh,
song.
I messed up. Well, I wanted Vaughn to be able to come in and try it and
He doesn't
see how it
know.
is.
Absolutely.
It looks so good. So let's definitely show you, because this plate looks absolutely beautiful.
It really does.
And then this dessert also looks, and how easy was that dessert? I feel like that'd be something that's so kid friendly too, that you could whip up. I mean, it was like what, 3 ingredients?
Yeah, that's
Something
it.
so simple that I feel like would be so friendly
Or
towards
if you
the
had like
restaurant.
little, if you had company or something like that coming up.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can throw it together in a couple minutes.
Wow, I'm so
I'm going to
impressed.
ring the bell just because it is still under time, but I think we want him to come in now. Yes.
Let's have the verdict there, Master Chef Vaughn.
Well,
I think it looks so
there's 3 minutes left, guys.
Yes, it's
That's not good. We're not gonna have a show like this.
amazing.
For real, sponsor pay for 30 minutes of my cooking show and you guys finish in 28. Now what?
It's amazing.
Taking a break.
Now
to
we
smoke?
gotta try. I mean, I'll judge. I'll try it.
I don't know what to tell to my sponsor guy. I'm just gonna talk right now because I got 2 minutes. What is this? Let's see.
We could, do you have a blender, Vaughn? We can teach people how to make a nice pina
You
colada
got
with
2
that
minutes.
coconut
You
Lopez.
got 1 minute and 58. I
Yeah.
come back.
Less than
With the
2
blender.
minutes. Less than 2 minutes.
I don't actually know. Where is the blender, Vaughn?
Blender.
Blender.
This blender?
A minute 40.
This is more of a food processor.
Watch
Do you
it
have a
touch it.
blender?
Blender.
Watch it.
Boom.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Come on.
Minute and a
gonna
Hell,
try the-
what do you need?
Minute and a
No,
half.
I'm good. We got 2 minutes, right?
Minute and a half.
Sugar.
Minute and a half.
No, we don't need any sugar. We got enough sugar in the Coco Lopez.
So what do you need?
We need,
I don't want to smash a nigga on your face on your first day. Hurry up, man.
we just need ice, coconut Lopez, and a little bit of rum.
Hurry up, man. We don't want to smash.
This reminds me back in the day when I used to bartend.
Oh, right on.
Okay, that's ice. Fill right up. You got it on the floor. Use the other blender, man.
It's your birthday.
It's my birthday. That's right.
Uh-oh.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
That was great. Thank
Well, I'm just
you.
gonna stand back and watch them do that.
We
While
are
they do that, I'm gonna
40
get
seconds.
this ready.
Yeah, we're gonna have to use your other blender. It's not working there.
I think it's gonna be too.
World's fastest food.
Ah, the other piece was missing. Guys.
And meanwhile, Haley is continuing to cook.
I just, it's natural. I'm just
It is a
seasoning it.
22
natural.
seconds.
It is. I
You've got
22
15
seconds.
seconds.
Alright, so what we need is a little ice,
There you go.
some of our coconut Lopez,
Coconut love, let's go.
a little bit of rum,
2 seconds.
or a lot of bit of rum. And then a shot.
Point lost. Yes. Thank you, sponsors.
Yes.
We almost did it.
We almost did it. So,
I want to try some of this.
where we go? So bring a fork.
I have one already.
Alright, let's go.
What do you think about the plating, Mom?
It looks good. Could be less noodles, less of the soba noodles.
Have you had soba noodles before?
Yeah, of course.
And what is the benefit?
Tastes good. It's really good.
I think it's very good. I love the coconut flavor.
It's really good.
Yeah, I
The
really.
sweet too.
Yes.
What kind of sugar did you use?
Use the.
The sugar? No, it's the coconut Lopez. It's got
Really?
the sugar right in it, yep.
Good.
And I really like the leeks on the top.
Just gives them a nice little bit of height, a little bit of
Looks
color.
like a great fish.
The fish
Looks like they like it.
is perfect.
I'm thinking he's not saying anything, which means
We gotta try the dessert
he's
now.
eating.
Yeah, that's all right.
Okay. We get a little bit of whipped cream.
Yes.
Fake. You had 2 minutes to do it. Even the
Famous
best
crema.
crack under pressure, man.
This is really good.
That's super.
Wow,
This
that's
is really
good.
Very good.
How did you cook this?
It's just a little butter.
Uh-huh.
Sear the bananas off. Add in your Coco Lopez, brown sugar, and that's it.
So good.
Okay. Originality 5.
Wow.
What people say?
5.
5.
Fives
All
across
fives.
the board.
How
All
many
fives.
5? How many 5?
3 5?
Oh, you got what? 3 5s.
3 5.
Yes.
From who?
Janice, Mary, and Angela.
Wow.
Hi, Janice.
You know Angela, right?
Thank you, Janice.
Test E5.
What didn't you like about the presentation? You said it's okay.
Because he's hateful.
Good question.
That's just Vaughn being Vaughn
I will pay more with less food, believe it or not.
with less food.
Yeah, believe it or not. If I
That's
have
not
less
a lot
food in
of
front of me, I think they spend more time in it. So
Okay.
that's what I like. Like this is a lot of food. Seems like
Overwhelming.
yes. And a lot of people will want to give you this to come to their business, but someone that grab a small plate is very treasurable for me. So presentation 4.5. What is the overall rating?
Be a 4.85.
Wow.
That's awesome.
4.85, man.
All right.
Congratulations.
Wow, that's
Thanks for having me.
super.
Both of
Thank
you cooked the
I mean, I didn't really do
Show.
much, but okay.
and yes, congratulations, you have another round for the 500 certificate. So
Alrighty, thank
prepare
you
for a
so
challenge
much
soon, okay?
to Bobby for joining us
Sure
this
you
week
win.
Yes.
at On Time Cooking. Make sure if you don't already follow us to go ahead and give us a follow. We're on Facebook, Instagram. You can catch us every Tuesday at 11:30 p.m. And we also record all of these videos. So if you can't catch it at 11:30, make sure you log on to one of our pages and you can catch us then. And hopefully you will try this out at your next gathering. Let us know if you like it. And definitely send us pictures if you try it at home. Thank you so much and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.